go.
Hi everyone. Hi, this is Alex from Survival Courses Tasmania. Okay, today we're going to be looking at some bushcraft. Some bush foods, some bush tucker, some edibles, part of Bushcraft, coming out in my new course shortly in 2025. And just before we start, I want to, bush tucker is really popular at the moment. It has been for a long time, obviously, but edibles and things like that from the bush are really getting even more popular right now. So I do just want to put a disclaimer in there. If you don't know or can't identify the plant, especially if you're in a survival situation, but just regardless, don't just go out into the bush and start eating things. You really do need some training, or you've got to be doing it for a long time to know which one is which plant is which ones are edible, which ones can harm you. So a little disclaimer there, it's really important. Please do get some training, and that's one of the reasons I'm here. But we're going to start off with one of my favorite trees, which is the native cherry tree. I'm kind of amongst it here, but these cherry trees, we're sort of in midsummer now here in Tasmania, but these cherries, as you can see if we zoom in here, these cherries are nice and red at the moment, a little bit orange this one, but these are actually edible, these fruit. So I'm just going to take this off, and we just hold on to the green bit and basically take the fruit off, and it's beautifully sweet. Beautifully sweet. Kind of tastes like a cherry. There's not quite as much flavor as an actual cherry, but lovely and sweet, high in vitamin C, packed in vitamin C. So really good, sweet energy food for the bush if you're hiking or you're in a survival situation. Okay, and we're going to do some more videos as we go on, and I'm going to come back in another video and tell you loads more practical uses in a survival situation for this tree. This cherry tree I use a lot. It's got lots of great properties to it in bushcraft. But we'll move on to another edible right now. So just follow me around with the camera, please. Okay, and the next one we're going to do is all around Tasmania. It's prolific, this plant. It's the sag plant. So it's similar to a lot of sedge plants, but there's over 2,000 sedge plants, so you really need to know which ones you're looking at. But this sag is not from the sedge family. This is the sag plant, and we've got some here. They grow everywhere in the wild, in Tasmania and right across Southeast Australia. If we just close in on these seeds here for the sag plant, you can see these seeds, a few sort of spikes on it, very light spikes, kind of beigey colored. That's how we identify this plant. And if I just come here to this, the base of the plant, we can actually eat the roots. So just going to give that a little kick there, and then this might take a bit of wiggling, but we break it off at the stem, give it a quick clean, and then this is really good carbohydrate. Really good carbohydrate, so packed with slow release energy, again for hiking, walking out of there, or in a survival situation to nourish you. Okay, so really good. And if you get right down to the root, we'll take another one as well. Yeah, you'll see that kind of white color. It's really good. So lots of carbohydrate there. Nice slow release, as I said. Okay, brilliant. All right, we'll move on here, and we'll go to our third plant for today. So we're just going to come down here. So the final plant today is the casuarina tree, or the she oak. Probably pretty identifiable. There's loads around here. This is just a little one, but you can see by these needles Okay, there's lots of needles. They look a bit like pine needles. In fact, this tree is sometimes called the Australian pine, but it is a she oak. It's not part of the pine family, otherwise known, as I said, as a casuarina. But you can actually grab, always wise to grab it slightly higher up, in case any animals have been to the toilet lower down. But we can just grab some of these needles, break them off. What I tend to do is fold them in half, and then I basically just chew them. So at first, it'll seem a little bit bitter, but it really isn't. If you keep going, they're a bit sticky, so we're not going to swallow the actual needles, but we're just going to suck on it. And a couple of chews into it, it has a really nice sweet lemon taste to it. So it's brilliant. And again, actually, it's packed with vitamin C. So whenever I'm in the bush and I want a cup of tea, I actually boil some water and grab a whole big handful of these needles, fold them up, put them in the boiling water for a couple of minutes, and you get a beautiful vitamin C packed, sweet, lemony tea drink. Perfect. Okay.